Hello guys, today we're talking about the rest of the box office. So the box office, of course, because of the virus, because of the second wave, it's still doing horrible, abysmal, garbage. And there's really gonna be nothing that's gonna weigh up the box office until Croods 2 comes out. So next is Come Pray, is the highest grossing movie of the week. I don't think they're gonna do a Croods 2. They'll probably release it, if at most Croods 2 will probably be a VOD plus Vita release. Because I don't think they're going to do that. So, Come Pray goes $3 million here. And also, I'll go over Tenant and Mulan still not having release dates for some weird reason. But yep, Come Pray made $3.1 million. It is the highest grossing movie of the weekend. It is a horror movie, of course. Honest Thief is still doing pretty okay. It's actually doing pretty well for a movie during this time. Next is The War of Grandpa. That's doing pretty well still. As well, The War of Grandpa. Doing pretty well at the box office. It had made $11 million so far. And this movie was hated by the critics. The critics hated this movie. But if it was a normal release, this movie would have probably been a box office failure, a box office flop. But because of the virus, most movies got delayed. The War of Grandpa is a big new release for movies. Tenet is still in theaters, making $885,000. It is having pretty okay legs. It's not having the massive legs like I've been expecting. But yep, next is The Empty Man, which is another flop for Disney. Of course, no one's watching it. They didn't advertise it at all, and they just flew it out and it flopped. Next is just a re-release of a bunch of Halloween-themed movies, except for Monsters Inc. was not really Halloween-themed. But it's still about monsters, so it's still technically Halloween-themed. So we have Hocus Pocus, Nightmare Before Christmas, Halloween. For some reason, it doesn't have its company listed for Halloween. And Monsters Inc. was 3 of the 4 are released by Disney. It's just weird that Disney's re-releasing all these movies in theaters. But they're saying they're focusing on streaming. It's just very weird and odd. Spell, another Halloween movie. The New Mutants, another horror movie. About the X-Men, The New Mutants is a flop. But that was expected regardless of the virus or not. And then there's the Alita Battle Angel, then Two Hearts. No one's watching that. That came out, bombed, and failed. Sea Chronic, After We Collided, that's bombing. No one's watching that. That's a sequel to After. No one liked After, so they made a sequel to After, which was a big mistake because it's making $40 million. But I guess we're gonna have we're gonna have a sequel to After We Collided, which is a sequel to After. Yep, that's basically. Yep, this movie has its own franchise too. After We Cried, and there's also After, which is the first movie in the franchise. So apparently After is a franchise now, as well. After 2, After Truth. And yep, it has done really well in Europe apparently. Since it made $8 million, it's done really well in the UK and Germany. For some reason watched the sequel to After. But yep, that's basically it about this video. Goodbye.